You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Welcome to the Frankton Eagles 24-25 season preview. Of course, Frankton has been one of the best programs around, since the early 80s. They've had 13 seasons in a row with at least 13 wins, and of course a state championship, a state runner-up, and they've also won 4 sectional championships in the last 14 years. However, the last sectional championship at Frankton came in 2019. They will be looking to remedy that in 2025. On Monday, I talked with head coach Brent Brobston and seniors Joey Wright and Brady Carmack going into their senior season. And here's my discussion with Coach Brobston and then Joey Wright and Brady Carmack. Welcome back to the Central Indiana Sports Report. Frankton head coach Brent Brobston. Coach, you and I talked a little bit about what you expected from this team, but now that we're here, tell me about the personality of this team.
Toughness. This is a physical team, tough team. You saw it a little bit today probably, but we're getting towards the last of a 3-hour practice. So they just got a will to win, and they've got a will to prepare to win, which is even better. And so when you got those two combinations, you got a chance every night. We're not always going to be the most talented team on the floor, I don't think, but we can win games maybe that we shouldn't win because of our effort and our heart. And I think that they display that night in and night out last year. It's rolled over to this summer, and then it's rolled over into the fall. They're really fun to coach. It's really, really been a joy to coach so far.
Basketball really is one of those sports that's all about repetition. Golf, tennis, basketball. If you don't have people dedicated, you just can't win, right?
No, you're right. We've been fortunate, and we've had kids that want to run through a wall for us here. We've had good players. We've had good coaches before me, and so this program has just continued on strong for 40 years, and I credited that in the paper the other day that I believe Calvin Bailey brought a mentality here back in the late 70s, and I don't think that mentality's left. But it was here before him too, with Paul Davis and Muff Davis and the guys before them that coached. Those guys were legendary people and coaches, and
but you have a direct line from Coach Bailey, so you know of personal from him.
Yeah, exactly. When I was a little kid, I was able to get in the gym with him, and then I watched him play. Up till I was 10 or 11, he retired and became our athletic director, and I was an aide for him. But he was very instrumental at that time of getting some things changed, and then Bockert took over, and he was fantastic. I mean, you can't say enough about him and what he did for Frankton for 20 years. So just an outstanding basketball mind. And then Brent Keck came in here, and he won and did the same thing, continued it on. And I've come in after him and tried to continue the same mentality and the things that we've learned, hard work and discipline. And, we've hoped that those things overcome talent all day long.
With that said, what is this team capable? You and I talked a few weeks ago, it's been a couple months by now, I guess, about how you thought this team could win a lot. Is that, I assume that's what you're still thinking coming into the season?
Yeah, I do. I think that they have a good I think, you never know which way the season's going to go. But I do think the opportunity's there each night for them to win. When I look down our schedule, I think we can win every game we play, but we can lose every game we play if we're not prepared to play them. So there's a lot of teams on there that are tough and difficult matchups for us, especially early on in the season with LaPel and Tipton and Oak Hill and Wapahani. That's why that Wapahani game's such a good game, because arguably he's done one of the best jobs in the state in coaching, Matt Luce, and the past 15 years that I've been, the 17 years I've been here, he's good every year. Those type of games get you prepared, and they kind of tell you where you're at, and then they help you make changes to what you need to do before you go into the full-out conference schedule. But we've got to play Eastbrook and Oak Hill early, and they're both good. They're both solid. And we're just not going to walk on the court and beat people. I mean, we got to walk on the court and be very disciplined and hard-nosed, tough, and in order to win.
So as the season approaches, starting next week, you talked a little bit about the schedule, the early schedule. What are some things that you'll be looking for, some things to improve, maybe some positives you're looking to build on?
I think probably the most important thing is going to be taking care of the basketball, and we've not stressed it a ton yet, but it's coming in the next 6-7 days about how well we take care of each possession. Because I do think this team is going to defend and rebound every night at a high level. They want to do that. They like to do that. But offensively, it's not going to come easy to us. Joey is a tremendous scorer. Carmack has a nose for the basket. But we've got to build some scoring that we lost from Nunley and Nate Moore. So with that said, that's what we got. We got to take care of the basketball and figure out ways to get great looks every possession.
All right, who are your returning starters, Coach?
So we will bring back Joey Wright. He's a 3-year starter coming back, 2-year starter. This will be his 3rd year starting, and Joey's a really good player, and he's one of the better players I've had the opportunity to coach here, and he just understands the game extremely well. He's a good leader. He's got a great work ethic, and you just can't say enough good things about him. Brady Carmack returns, and Brady has been a big success in my eyes. He's a kid that has really tried to work hard academically in the classroom to get better. He's worked also off the court in terms of getting stronger, and he's worked on the court. So been very pleased with him, and he's a 3-year guy too coming back. Both of them provide a lot of strength and leadership and experience. And then Javon Miller played multiple games for us last year. Javon brings experience with him as well. Great kid and great work ethic as well. And then Ethan Stansbury was our starting shooting guard last year at the 2, and he'll be back as well. And if you know that kid, I mean, you can't say enough about him, enough good things about Ethan Stansbury. He's a class act. So he's stronger, better, he's shooting the ball with more confidence, and I really like what I'm seeing out of him. And then we've got about 6 newcomers, and those guys are all vying for positions.
Really good senior class last year that's going to be pretty difficult to replace.
Yeah, they were. You're right. I mean, they won 15 games, won the conference. We got beat by Delta in the sectional, who went to the Final Four in 3A, and we gave them fits for the first half. It was down 1 at halftime, just couldn't stay with them in the second half, and that class left some really fun memories last year. So, yeah, these 6 newcomers. Trey Bennett's a 6'7" sophomore, tons of potential. Great kid. He's worked hard at it, and he's getting better. And Blake Nickham's a 6'5" junior. He'll be in the mix and trying to push. Noah Melvin, 6'2" junior, same thing. Eli Birch, 5'11" guard. Baron Dietzer, senior guard for us, who's been around and seen everything and been here with our program, and he's competing. And Greer Klein, a sophomore guard who's trying to work his way and try to battle also for some position. So there's 10 guys there that we feel like are kind of battling to try to play right now.
And now my brief chat with Frankton seniors Joey Wright and Brady Carmack. Joey Wright and Brady Carmack here to talk about the upcoming 2024-25 season. I'll go ahead and start with Mr. Wright. Tell me, what's the personality of this team? Obviously, you lost 4 or 5 seniors, so what's this group about?
I mean, we got a lot taller over the offseason, and I feel like we can run a lot more with this team and, use our size to our advantage in most games. And then, we're a really good shooting team this year as well, so we have to use that to our advantage this year.
You lost some valuable seniors. Have you seen improvement from the guys who were coming off the bench or reserve roles or JV last year to fill those roles?
Yeah, I feel like we put a lot of work in the weight room this season. A lot of us got stronger, and we've been hitting the plays real hard, and we've just been working skill development a lot, and then we've all been getting better, and can't wait for the season. And yeah.
All right, Brady, what's the kind of goals you guys have set for this year? Have you set goals like winning and losing, or have you set more personal goals like that? What have you guys talked about so far?
I'd say more of like team goals, because we have 3 main goals: sectionals, conference, and county are always our 3 main goals, and the personal goals just come with it in season. Nobody really sets any goals, because it's just a little selfish and it's more of a team sport. So I'd say more team goals if anything.
So we start with conference. You're the defending champions. That's the one that for the first 20-some games you can kind of focus on, right?
Yeah. but we're trying to go back-to-back, obviously. So that's a big goal, and I feel like we have one of the best chances in the conference to win it again. So I feel confident about that.
Who else? Any other teams that you look at when you talk about the CIC?
Yeah, there's a couple, but if we play our basketball and do what we can, then we should be all right.
And it's been a while since you guys have won a sectional. This town got used to winning sectionals there for a while. The competition's been obviously very tough around this area. It just keeps getting better and better every year. Is this team capable of winning this season and then being successful in the postseason?
I think we definitely have a chance to win sectional. We just got to, like Carmack said, play our game, play the way we know how to.
So the season gets started next week officially. What is it the first week or two that you'd like to see from your team that maybe you have some questions?
I don't really know. I think endurance we need. We'll see about that coming up. And then I think our defense for sure. We need to play more of a team-style defense right now where it's just like man-to-man hugging our guy a little bit, but we're working hard on that and we're getting a lot better at that. So.
Tell me a little bit about your point guard here and what he brings to the team.
Joey really brings a lot to the team. There's a lot on the table when he's playing. He can pass, shoot, do whatever. Just mainly what you want in a point guard. So, yeah, he's probably, if we don't have him, then it'd probably be a struggle, I'd say, because he's our center of offense and he does the job for us.
All right, same thing. Talk about Brady and what he brings to your team.
Carmack really works hard. He's all over the place on defense, and then great scorer, really good scorer, and then he probably one of our best defensive players out there, so he's everywhere. He's a great guy.
And he can catch a pass and take it the distance, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just like football.
All right. I really appreciate you guys, your time. If you don't mind, real fast, who are a couple of the other guys who maybe Frankton fans don't know much about yet who are coming up who we might want to look out for?
Some of the people are like Trey Bennett, Noah Melvin, Blake Nickham, Eli Birch. Some of those guys are a lot of people don't know, but they're got to take a big role this year and step up for us. So.
Brady, if this team reaches its potential, what's it capable of doing?
I just think sky would be the limit, obviously, but I feel like we could definitely make it out of the sectional with the opponents there. There's some pretty tough teams, but I think we can give any opponent in that sectional run for their money. And conference, I got a great feeling about that again, obviously, and county will be tough. A lot of great teams in our county, but if we play how we can, then I feel good about it.
Thanks, as always, to Coach Brobston and also Frankton seniors Joey Wright and Brady Carmack for joining the Central Indiana Sports Report. And thank you for listening. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you use so you don't miss a single segment. And tell a friend. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media. And I love Susie.